Hey guys. So it's technically day one at my parents' house because my flight was delayed. You're gonna notice I squint a lot because number one, I don't like wearing sunglasses, and number two, my eyes are super sensitive to sunlight, so I get a little teary-eyed. You should see the my pictures and stuff from when I was younger. It's horrible. But technically, day one at my parents, I got in yesterday at 2 p.m., but the flight was delayed due to uh, fuel leak. Some of you may already know that it happened. Uh, it made the news. I thought it was funny because those of us on a plane, we had no idea. No idea at all. I covered that a little bit earlier. So today we went to my favorite Chinese place in Avon, Indiana. It's a Chinese buffet. I know, whatever. Um, but I've been going there since I'm guessing close to 2001. They have my favorite chicken, which is black pepper chicken, and it's different than anywhere else I've had it. So I always look forward to going back and eating that. When you travel, a couple of things to remember is for those of us that are bigger, maybe do a little research as to what kind of foods you want to eat when you're traveling, what kind of foods if you have allergies. Do a little research, especially if you're traveling to a specific location and not going on a cruise or on a tour or something like that. Uh, do a little research, figure out where you want to go ahead of time. If you have like health restrictions and things like that, that kind of stuff is super important. Uh, for me, I don't really have any health restrictions per se, none that I actually know of because I don't go to a doctor. Whatever, you can argue if you want, I don't care. Um, when it comes to travel food, when I come up to my parents' house, there's a few places I really like to go to. Uh, One is my Chinese place. Another is there's a pizza place I want to go to, but that's all stuff because I grew up here. When I travel into other locations, it's going to be a little bit different because I I want to be a little more spontaneous. Um, I am pretty picky about what I eat. When it comes to food wise, I don't like seafood. I am not really a seafood person, uh, so that's not going to be on my menu. It'll most likely be beef or pork or chicken, something of that variety. So I can pretty much figure out something to eat wherever I go. Barbecue is always a plus for me. Love barbecue. Um, Chinese food, Mexican food, uh, Italian, those kind of things. They're all pretty simple to find. Uh, Again, like I say all the time, when you're being helped out, like services, for instance, like servers, waiters, bartenders, security people, things like that, keep in mind, have some extra cash in your pocket. Uh, Tip. Don't be a jerk. Okay. If you have a complaint, complain about it politely. There's no point in being a jerk right off the bat. If you get met with an attitude, that's a different story. The better for you to do is to stay calm about it. Stay calm, handle it like an adult. Very simple. Get your point across. If it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. Go on with your life. That's not a stress that you need to keep in your life. So, these are just some of my little travel tips, things that I'm learning along the way. Um, One other thing I want to be a little more forward with. Something that I realized that it took me a long time to realize is that I have to have assistance. I have to use my crutches. Um, can I get along without them? Yes. Is it a good idea? No. Um, the only thing I'm doing is I'm creating more pain for myself and I'm making my hip weaker when I don't use crutches. So I use crutches. If you need a wheelchair, use a wheelchair. I understand that the stigmas and the way that people think when people are disabled, handicapped, bigger people, things like that. I understand the stigmas that go along with them because I've lived it. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, or you have, concerns about travel or something, leave me a comment down here. Holy smokes! I looked at this thing needs to be trimmed. Ooh, it's getting crazy. Sorry. Um, don't be afraid to accept your limitations. Growing up, the only thing that I remember is you have to be tough. You got to be a man. Walk it off. Uh, in reality, all of those things are horrible ideas. Being a man is being sensitive, being compassionate, being caring, being understanding, standing up for what's right. Those are qualities of being a man to me. And surprisingly enough, those are the qualities about being a person. I'm taking a pause because really that's something that should sink in. And the air conditioner, the heater is kicked on, so that's making noise. Sorry if it's too loud. Whatever. Alright, so that light is so bright. Ooh, that's almost offensive. So we just got done watching Halloween Kills, or no, Halloween Ends, excuse me. And like I said earlier, I'm scared of Michael Myers and like really dark places. So we're gonna go out there. Don't know if that's a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyways because, I love Halloween. So here, let's go for a walk. Let's see how this goes. I might have to turn the camera around in a minute. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay, so turn the camera around. Let's see how this goes. I don't know how much battery power I've got left. So, look at my big shadow. That's scary. What's scary is I'm hoping not to step on dog turds. But I have this nifty selfie stick that I'm using. Make sure they've got plenty of brightness here. Oh, that's dark. There we go. There we go. I don't want to make it too bright, but So, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a kid, my parents were really into Halloween. And it was pretty cool. We got to do trick-or-treating and all that stuff. And they would throw parties. And so we've had this field out here forever. Almost forever. Bought it, I don't know, I think 10 years into living here. And there used to be a fence here, like all along this area, all the way down that way. And we had horses. Well, one Halloween party, my parents decided, hey, how cool and fun would it be to scare the crap out of the kids? What did they do? My father dressed up as a skeleton, and it was a glow-in-the-dark skeleton costume, and got on a horse, and somehow got in the gate without us seeing. And when I say inside the gate, I mean like back there. Somehow. I don't know how I did it. So he got in the gate with the horse. We were doing what they call snipe hunting. So I'm sure some of you may know what snipe hunting is. If you don't, basically, snipers are supposed to be these little birds that at night they're on the ground, they're fun to catch, that kind of stuff. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Basically, it's a way to scare the crap out of the kids. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this around for a second so you all can see me. Okay? Don't be scared. Ooh, that is so bright. Man, I don't know how well you guys can see me, but anyways, so this is really creepy because I can't see anything because that light is so bright and it's freaking me out. This is like really not cool. Anyways, I'm afraid to turn the light around because I don't know what's on the other side. Here, I'm gonna do it. Okay, cool. I don't see any eyes out there. Do you guys see any eyes? No? So here's what we're gonna do. Since technically we're both scared now, or both, or all of us, because this shit really freaks me out, we're gonna do this. We're gonna stop, and I'm going to turn the light out. Okay. I'm scared. Okay. I look. I'm scared. I don't like this. This freaks me out. Because when I turn the light out, there's nothing. It is pitch black out here. So here we go. I just gotta look around real quick. I got some distance between me and anything else. Here's the bad thing is I can't run because my damn leg doesn't work. So you guys ready? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn the light out. All right, let your eyes adjust because mine are not. But I do have to say this: I really like the sound of the ambient noise out here. Sorry, I got a little startled. I had to turn around and look behind me. I went ahead and turned on my parents' porch light. That way it stays on. They have a security light that turns off, and I'm not comfortable with that right now. So let me finish the story about the thing. Um, sorry, my brain is not working. So my father, John, let's call him John, um, was on horseback. All of his kids were hunting snipe. So basically, what you do is you hold the bag on the ground. Somebody walks along, and they're supposed to go snipe, 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 or whatever kind of stupid noise you're supposed to make. And the kids with the bag are supposed to catch them when they run into the bag. We're all focusing on catching you stupid snipe because they said that there was a prize. And next thing I know, here comes John on a damn horse as a skeleton with a flaming ass pumpkin. Um, I was always a as they said back in the day, a husky child, and I managed to run basically from where I'm standing now all the way back up to the house. Now this includes jumping a 5.5 foot fence that had barbed wire on it, and as a husky fellow, that is not an easy task. I managed to get there. Other people didn't. The more athletic kid ran right into the fence and bounced off of it, pissed himself, and that was pretty funny. You know what we're going to do? We're going to turn on the light and explore. Okay? There we go.